Right. Hi everyone. Welcome to this week's quiz. I hope you're all keeping well. Had a wonderful week, wonderful weekend. Format of the quiz, same as always. So we will start about 8:05 just to give people some time to join. So in the meantime, go grab yourself a drink, get yourself settled and ready, and check out the picture round. So the link for the picture round is in the video description. It's also over on the Facebook page. So this week it's simply name the cartoon dog. So yeah, enjoy. And yeah, we'll be starting in about 8 minutes. In the meantime, feel free to say hello. So hi Ian, hi Mehmet. I'm assuming Nikki's with you as well. So also hi Nikki. I hope you're all keeping well and having a lovely week. Yeah, I say I did notice you'd been away for a little while, but I figured, newlyweds, I can't blame you for that. So, but it is nice to have you back. Yeah, we'll be starting at about 8:05, so just a few moments. So just take this time to make sure you are ready, settled, on video calls with people if you are video calling. And yeah, in the meantime, feel free to say hello. It's always nice to have a bit of a chat. Cool. Hi, Mum. Hey, that's not what I was meaning by that. Okay, that's not what I was meaning by that. I was meaning like getting settled and used to being married. But you're the one with your mind in the gutter, Nikki. Yeah. Awesome. So yeah, just as I said, take this time to get yourself settled, check out the picture round. So for anyone who wasn't here, when I said it, the picture round this week, you can find it in the video description or over on the Facebook page. But the theme for that is cartoon dogs. Hope there should be some easy ones and some a little bit trickier in there. Yeah. So in the meantime, feel free to say hello if you would like to. Evening, Chris. I'm assuming Yvonne's there as well. So hi, Yvonne. Yeah. Well, so I've just got about 5 or 6 minutes just until we make a start. And check one of my answers because I did it from memory. Yeah, cool. That's the thing. You're fine. I'm so. That's fine. If you don't make it to the start of the quiz very often, you will normally see me just double checking an answer last minute. Cool. Hi Reggie. Hi Rachel. Hi B. We were both separate. Oh, are you working together this week though, or are you competing against each other? Evening, Andrew. As I said, we'll make a start in about 5 minutes. So there's a bit of time for you to go, get ready, etc. And check out the picture round. Working together, but from different addresses. Ah, nice. Well, I hope you enjoy it. Indeed, indeed. Yeah, I hope everyone is looking forward to the quiz this week. I certainly am. Yeah, I hope you all had a lovely week. Yeah, I feel like I'm just repeating the same thing over and over. It happens every single week. It feels weird being silent. Also, hi Paul and the rest of the Silver Surfers. And also hello to everyone else who's watching who hasn't said hello. There's no obligation. Yes, I hope you're all keeping very well. For anyone who has just joined, we will start in just a few moments, about three minutes or so. Just give time for a few more people to join. So in the meantime, check out the picture round. So the link for that's in the video description. It's also over on the Facebook page. Yeah, theme for that this week is cartoon dogs. But if anybody does have any ideas for picture rounds or any other rounds, feel free to message them to the Facebook page. It's easier for me to find them if they're messaged to the page rather than me directly. But yeah, picture rounds is always the one I struggle for ideas on. So if you have got an idea for a picture round, let me know. Also, any other rounds also appreciated. Yes, we'll be making a start in just a couple of minutes. Just waiting for a couple more people to join us. Oh, also, hi Jonathan, hi Joey. Hope you are keeping well. So for anyone who has just joined, we'll be starting in just a couple of minutes. So in the meantime, feel free to check out the picture round. So the link for that is in the video description. It's also over on the Facebook page. So the theme this week is cartoon dogs. So simply name the cartoon dog. Should be pretty self-explanatory there. Some of them I think are pretty easy. Some of them might be a bit more tricky. And yeah, we'll make a start in just a minute or two. Rough edge of the fingernail there. Interesting. All right. All right. Oh. All right. Hi, Matt. Cool. So it is now 5 past, so advertised starting time. So I will make a start, as it sounds like. So hi Ryan. So format for the quiz is the same as always. There will be 3 rounds followed by a short break. We will mark those first 3 rounds, then come back, do the last 2 rounds, again have a short break, mark those, and then mark the picture round. So pretty standard. So your themes this week, we're starting off with general knowledge as always. You've then got a history round, then the return of the Ditloids. Everyone likes those. So the one with the numbers and letters, and you have to work out the phrase. And then after your break, we've got a kind of, I'm going to call it a geography round. A little bit cryptic there. Yeah, a geography type round. And then finally a general knowledge round with a connection in it. And obviously, I'm sure most of you have found the picture round by now as well. So that's cartoon dogs. Normal rules apply, so please don't post your answers in the comments. Obviously, want to know what you know, but don't want to reveal it to everybody. Kind of ruins the fun for everyone if the answers are posted in the comments. Please, obviously, I know I can't stop you, and it's just for a bit of fun, but don't look up the answers. I kind of want to know what you know, not what you can look up. And finally, I try and research everything. Anyone who was here at the start of the call knows I was still researching a couple of the answers to make sure they were correct. But please, yeah, whatever I say goes. I'm a human. I do get things wrong, but please don't argue with me. Message politely, but no arguments. Won't stand for arguments. Yeah, I could block the chat, but I'm not going to block the chat because I like having the chat. The chat is always a bit of fun. So I believe that is everything from the rules and introduction point of view. So if you are all ready to go, let me know and we can make a start with the general knowledge round. Okay. All right. So your general knowledge round, question 1. Which band released the album Automatic for the People? So which band released the album Automatic for the People? Question 2, what name is given to the longest day of the year? So what name is given to the longest day of the year? Question 3, who was on the back of a £10 note directly before Charles Dickens? So who was on the back of a £10 note directly before Charles Dickens? Question 4, who entered the 1973 Eurovision Song Contest with the song Congratulations? So who entered the 1973 Eurovision Song Contest with the song Congratulations? Question 5. In which month would you go to watch the Trooping of the Colour? So in which month would you go to watch the Trooping of the Colour? Question 6. What is the name for a word that reads the same backwards as forwards? So what is the name for a word that reads the same backwards as forwards? Question 7. What type of creature is a painted lady? So what type of creature is a painted lady? Question 8. On which island is Canary Wharf? So on which island is Canary Wharf? Question 9. How many pounds are there in a stone? So how many pounds are there in a stone? And finally, question 10. Who created the Secret Seven? So who created the Secret Seven? Okay, so that is the end of your first round. So if you'd like anything repeating, either pop it in the comments or drop me a message on Facebook, WhatsApp, whatever. I've got my phone just here, I can see it. Yes, let me know. If we don't have any, then I will move on. This is going to be the one time that no one asked me for repeats. That would be a miracle, I think. But it is looking like it. In that case, I'm going to move on to round 2 now. So if you do think of anything later that you'd like repeating, let me know after round 3 when we have the break. But I'm going to move on to round 2. So round 2 is all about history. So question 1, from which European country did Mozambique declare its independence in 1975? So from which European country did Mozambique declare its independence in 1975? Question 2. Which great Renaissance painter had the surname Buonarroti? So which great Renaissance painter had the surname Buonarroti? So that is spelt Buonarroti. Question 3. Who was the mother of James I of England, It was James VI of Scotland. So who was the mother of James I of England, who was the 6th of Scotland? Question 4. In which country was Greenpeace founded in 1971? So, in which country was Greenpeace founded in 1971? I'm just going to actually alter the next question very quickly. Swap the next question around a bit. So question 5, which country did the Romans call Cambria? So which country did the Romans call Cambria? So that's spelled C-A-M-B-R-I-A, Cambria. I feel like I'm not pronouncing it very well. My mouth doesn't want to make that noise for some reason. Question 6. Who was Henry VIII's last wife? So who was Henry VIII's last wife? Question 7. To which island was Napoleon exiled after his loss at Waterloo? So, to which island was Napoleon exiled after his loss at Waterloo? Question 8. Which city was engulfed in lava from Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD? So, which city was engulfed in lava from Mount Vesuvius in 79 AD? Question 9. Who wrote a famous diary between 1660 and 1669? So, who wrote a famous diary between 1660 and 1669? There we go. I'm glad people have commented because I was really starting to worry that the comments were just not working for some reason. Finally, question 10. Who was the first president of the United States? So who was the first president of the United States? Fair enough, guys. I can tell you're all taking it very seriously. But that is the end of round 2. So as usual, if you'd like any questions repeating, just let me know. Again, by comment here or by text. Yep, of course. So question 5 was, which country did the Romans call Cambria? So Cambria being spelt Cambria. Okay, if no one has anything else, I will move on to round 3 now. Again, if you do think of any questions, let me know after this round when we have the break. But round 3 is Gitloids. So I've done these a couple of times, so I'm sure most of you know what they are, but just in case you don't, they're a sort of word number puzzle type thing. So your question would be in the form of, say, 7D in a W. Your answer would be 7 days in a week. So you have to just work out what the initial letters are. I hope that makes sense. If not, I'm sure you will get through it or get used to it as we're going through the round. Declan, I've just seen your request for question repeating. I'll do that at the end. So your Ditloids round, question 1 is 7C in a R. So 7C in a R. Thank you, Reggie. So if anyone didn't hear me properly, Reggie's posted the first one in the comments. I'm thinking that means it'll probably have the rest of them in the comments as well. Question 2 is 13S on the AF. So 13S on the AF. AF for Frank. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get out a list of the NATO phonetic alphabet now. To stop me just making words up, because I will just do that. Question 3 is 1P in a PT. So 1P in a PT. So that's P for Papa, P for Papa, T for Tango. Question 4, 2H are BT1. So 2H are BT1. So that's H for hotel, B for Bravo, T for Tango. Five is 16O in a P. So 16O in a P. So there's O for Oscar, P for Papa. Six is 28D in F. So 28D in F. So it's D for Delta, F for Foxtrot. Seven is 10Y in a D. So 10Y in a D. So Y for Yankee, D for Delta. Question 8 is A, B, and the 40T. So A, B, and the 40T. So Alpha, Bravo, and Tango. Nine is 26L in the A. So 26L in the A. So L for Lima, A for Alpha. Finally, question 10 is 4 and 20 B, B in a P. So 4 and 20 B, B in a P. So bravo, 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 Papa. Okay, so that is the end of this round. If you have any that you would like repeating from this round or any other round that we've done so far, let me know. Otherwise, we will have a short break and then we will come back and mark these answers. I do know, I did see, obviously, Declan, you asked for question 2 from the history round. So question 2 in the history round, so round 2, was which great Renaissance painter had the surname Buonarroti? So that was spelt Buonarroti. Otherwise, yes, I will give you a couple of minutes to get your answers together. If you let me know when you are ready, just in case everyone's ready quicker than I would give you. I realised I didn't quite finish off on the questions earlier, so I'm just going to finish that while I wait. Yeah, that's okay with me. Does anyone else mind if we mark round 3 at the end? I've had a request for that. If anyone has any strong objections, make them know. Something I was going to look up. What was it? With me, very last minute looking up the answers to make sure they're correct. Okay, we'll give you just a few moments more. Highlight that one so I don't do the answers now. Yeah, as I said, if you'd let me know when you are ready. Okay, fabulous. I will make a start on the answers now then. So as no one objected to it, I'm going to do the answers to round 3 at the end, just to give you a bit more time to think. So the answers for rounds 1 and 2. So round 1, the album Automatic for the People is by REM. Question 2, the longest day of the year is known as the summer solstice. Question 3, it's Florence Nightingale that was on the back of a £10 note before Charles Dickens was. Question 4, Cliff Richard took congratulations to Eurovision. Question 5, you would watch the Trooping of the Colour in June for the Queen's birthday, I believe. Question 6, a word that reads the same backwards as forwards is a palindrome. I always think they missed a trick in not making palindrome a palindrome. Question 7, a painted lady is a type of butterfly. Question 8, Canary Wharf is on the Isle of Dogs. So in London, it's the Isle of Dogs. Question 9, there are 14 pounds in a stone. And question 10, it was Enid Blyton who created the Secret Seven. And then on the history round now. So question 1, Mozambique became independent from Portugal. Question 2, that Renaissance painter is Michelangelo. Question 3, James I of England's mother is Mary, Queen of Scots. Question 4, Greenpeace was actually founded in Canada. Question 5, the Romans called Wales Cambria. Six, Henry VIII's last wife was Catherine Parr. I will give you half a point if you got that she was a Catherine but got the wrong one. Question 7, Napoleon was exiled to St. Helena. Question 8, the city that was engulfed in lava from Mount Vesuvius was Pompeii. Question 9, that diary writer was Samuel Pepys. And 10, the first president of the United States was George Washington. Be familiar to anyone who's watched Hamilton recently. And then, yes, we said we'll go over round 3 at the end. So that is all your answers for now. So if you are ready, let me know and we will move on to round 4. So round 4, I'd said at the beginning it's a geography round. It's kind of a geography round. So I've collated some 1-star TripAdvisor reviews. You just need to work out what attraction or monument or place is being talked about. Mum, just in answer to your question, so he was exiled to Elba, but that was before his loss at Waterloo. The question specifically asked after his loss at Waterloo. But good question. Yes, so Yeah, round 4 is geography. So you've got to work out what attraction location is being talked about from a 1-star TripAdvisor review. So question 1, absolute rip-off, £20 plus to go and look at the stones. I understand why you pay to see buildings which require upkeep, but the stones have been around for a fair while with no maintenance. I realised that sounded like I was going to carry on talking there. So I'll repeat that one again. So absolute rip-off, £20 plus to go and look at the stones. I understand why you pay to see buildings which require upkeep, but the stones have been around for a fair while with no maintenance. So what location is being talked about there? Question 2. I wish someone would explain to me why this is a top attraction. It's a bridge, painted red, nothing else. So I wish someone would explain to me why this is a top attraction. It's a bridge, painted red, nothing else. Question 3, waste of time and money, overpriced, moves at the speed of a tortoise, nothing special to see from it. You are better off paying to go on a boat ride which takes you across all the sites than to pay for the blank. So Rachel, no, these aren't all the UK. I probably should have said that. These are very general. There's a fair number of them in UK, but not all of them. So to repeat 3 again, waste of time and money, overpriced, moves at the speed of a tortoise, nothing special to see from it. You're better off paying to go on a boat ride which takes you across all the sites than to pay for the attraction name. So thank you, Nikki. Question 4, so many steps, so hard to find anything, so many people, rude staff, it's just not worth it. Seeing the Mona Lisa didn't make up for it. Visit the Uffizi in Florence instead. Ugh. So many steps, so hard to find anything, so many people, rude staff, it's just not worth it. Seeing the Mona Lisa didn't make up for it. Visit the Uffizi in Florence instead. Ugh. Question 5, absolutely terrible. I would never go again. I'm glad they blew it up in V for Vendetta. It's just a big clock and the whole experience left me unsettled. So 5 again, absolutely terrible. I would never go again. I'm glad they blew it up in V for Vendetta. It's just a big clock and the whole experience left me unsettled. 6, I've just realised, still has the attraction name in it, so let me take that out. 6 is way, 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 way too many people, much nicer from the ground, and you don't have to go through 4 hours of lines and waiting and shoulder to shoulder with others. It pretty much ruined our view of the bank. I suggest not going to the top unless there are no people around, and even then, it's just a tower view from the top. It's so much better from the ground. So way, 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 way too many people, much nicer from the ground, and you don't have to go through 4 hours of lines and waiting and shoulder to shoulder with others. It pretty much ruined our view of the attraction name. I suggest not going to the top unless there are no people around, and even then, it's just a tower view from the top. It's so much better from the ground. Question 7. It has become so crowded, it's no longer magical. Instead, it's 2+ hour lines. We spent from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. at the park and only rode 5 rides. Ridiculous. So it's become so crowded, it's no longer magical. Instead, it's 2+ hour lines. We spent from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. at the park and only rode 5 rides. Ridiculous. Question 8. Too crowded, too much climbing, missed the greatness of it. It was a lot of really steep climbing time and so many people. So too crowded, too much climbing, missed the greatness of it. It was a lot of really steep climbing time and so many people. Question 9. The wax figures are just weird and it's overcrowded. The most famous figures you can't see as there's just too many people. So the wax figures are just weird and it's overcrowded. The most famous figures you can't see as there's just too many people. Should I be concerned, Ryan? Finally, question 10. Hampton Court is far better and a much better historic example. This knackered old council house would be better turned into affordable housing. So Hampton Court is far better and a much better historic example. This knackered old council house would be better turned into affordable housing. Okay, so that is the end of that round. What I've learned from this round is people will just complain about the number of people mostly. But if you need anything repeating, let me know. Of course. So question 3 was waste of time and money, overpriced, moves at the speed of a tortoise. Nothing special to see from it. You are better off paying to go on a boat ride, which takes you across all the sites, than to pay for the attraction. So if you need anything else again, just let me know. Of course. So question 8 was too crowded, too much climbing. Missed the greatness of it. It was a lot of really steep climbing time and so many people. Question 2 was I wish someone would explain to me why this is a top attraction. It's a bridge, painted red, nothing else. And thank you to everyone who said they enjoyed that one. So that one was actually a suggestion from my resident scribe, Reggie. So if you have any round ideas you would like to see, let me know. I will use them at some point, most likely. But yes, that was a fun one. I had a lot of fun yesterday writing that one. So I'm going to move on to the final round now. So the final round is general knowledge, but all of the answers are connected in some way. So your question 10 is going to be, what is the connection between all or part of the last 9 answers? So work out what the connection is between all these general knowledge clues. So question 1, in Disney's 1992 animated film Aladdin, who provided the voice of the genie? So in Disney's 1992 animated film Aladdin, who provided the voice of the genie? Question 2, which Swedish singer's most famous single is Save Tonight? So which Swedish singer's most famous single is Save Tonight? Question 3, which BBC costume drama was adapted from Flora Thompson's trilogy of novels and chronicled the daily lives of farm workers, craftsmen, and gentry? So, which BBC costume drama was adapted from Flora Thompson's trilogy of novels and chronicled the daily lives of farm workers, craftsmen, and gentry? Question 4. What was the alternative name of Drake's flagship, the Golden Hind? So, what was the alternative name of Drake's flagship, the Golden Hind? Andrew, that's for you to work out. That's going to be what question 10 is. Question 5. Name the character played by Jodie Foster in The Silence of the Lambs. And note, for the whole point, you need her full name. So name the character played by Jodie Foster in The Silence of the Lambs. And for the whole point, you will need her full name. I will give you half a point if you just get her first name. Question 6. Which novel by Ken Casey was set in a mental institution? So, which novel by Ken Casey was set in a mental institution? Question 7. In Star Wars, what was the name of Han Solo's spaceship? So, in Star Wars, what was the name of Han Solo's spaceship? Question 8. Which common yeast infection is usually found in the mouth and genital region that can also affect other areas of skin and can cause an itchy red rash that scales over with white or yellow discharge? So, which common yeast infection is usually found in the mouth and genital region that can also affect other areas of skin and can cause an itchy red rash that scales over with white or yellow discharge? I know. I was looking for questions and trying to work out how to get that one in a nice way. Sorry, guys. I've just thought of a different question I could have asked and got rid of that one. But hey, you know, it fits. The answer fits in with the theme, unfortunately. Question 9. Which 2001 war film, directed by Ridley Scott, features a large ensemble cast including Ewan McGregor, Eric Bana, Josh Hartnett, and Tom Hardy, the latter in his first film role? So, which 2001 war film, directed by Ridley Scott, features a large ensemble cast including Ewan McGregor, Eric Bana, Josh Hartnett, and Tom Hardy, the latter in his first film role? Finally, question 10. What is the connection between all or part of the last 9 answers? So what is the connection between all or part of the last 9 answers? Of course, yeah, if anyone needs any repeating, let me know. I've already had a request for a few questions. So 2 was which Swedish singer's most famous single is Save Tonight? 3 was which BBC costume drama was adapted from Flora Thompson's trilogy of novels and chronicled the daily lives of farm workers, craftsmen, and gentry? 4 was what was the alternative name of Drake's flagship, The Golden Hind? And 5 was name the character played by Jodie Foster in The Silence of the Lambs. And to get the full point for that one, you need her full name. If you give me just her first name, I'll give you half a point. If you need any questions repeating from that round or from round 4, or even from the Ditloids round, as we've not gone through those answers. Otherwise, I will give you a couple of minutes, but let me know if you are ready. Okay, I'll give you just a minute or so more. If you are ready, let me know, obviously. Okay, a good number of you saying you are ready now, so I will start going through the answers. So starting off with those Ditloids that we did for round 3. So question 1 is 7 colours in a rainbow. Question 2, a little tricky, is 13 stripes on the American flag. Question 3 is 1 partridge in a pear tree. Going a bit festive for a question there. 4 is 2 heads are better than 1. Question 5 was 16 ounces in a pound. 6 was 28 days in February. 7 is 10 years in a decade. 8 was Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves. 9, 26 letters in the alphabet. And finally, question 10 is 4 and 20 blackbirds baked in a pie. You sure about that, Andrew? I've got a packet of Oreos. I can check that one now. But no, that's not what the answer was for 5. It is ounces in a pound. So moving on to the TripAdvisor reviews. So question 1, they were talking about Stonehenge. 2 was the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco. 3 was the London Eye. 4 was the Louvre. 5 was Big Ben. 6 is the Eiffel Tower. 7 was Walt Disney World. It was specifically the Magic Kingdom, but you can just have Disney World for that one, or Disneyland. One of the Disney parks. Question 8 was the Great Wall of China. 9 was Madame Tussauds. And 10, the knackered old council house they were talking about, was Buckingham Palace. So moving on to round 5, so your connections round. So the genie was, of course, voiced by the genius Robin Williams. Question 2, the person who sang Save Tonight is Eagle Eye Cherry. It's the famous 4 chords one that everyone seems to learn on the guitar. Question 3, that BBC costume drama was Lark Rise to Candleford. Question 4 was The Pelican. Question 5, her full name was Clarice Starling. If you've just put Clarice, you can get half a point. But that Starling part was important to the connection. 6 was One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. 7 is, of course, the Millennium Falcon. Question 8, that description was of thrush. I could have gone a lot more in depth with that, you're lucky there. Question 9 was Black Hawk Down. So I'm pretty sure I was made to watch in history at some point. And so the connection, which you can probably guess, is they all have birds in their names. So finally moving on to the picture round now. So I'm trying to make this go half size so I can still see that and the answers, but it's not working. So I'm going to have to block up the video for a sec. I won't be able to see your comments while I'm reading these ones. But so question 1 was Clifford the Big Red Dog. If you've just put Clifford, that's fine. 2 was Pluto. 3 was Courage the Cowardly Dog. Again, if you just put Courage, I will give you that. 4 was, of course, Scooby-Doo. 5 was Snoopy. 6 was Brian Griffin from Family Guy. Again, if you've just put Brian, I'll give you that one. 7 was Pongo from Disney's 101 Dalmatians. 8 was Odie from Garfield. 9 was Gromit from Wallace and Gromit. And 10 was Muttley from Wacky Racers. Bit of a tongue twister on that one. There we go. So that's the end of the quiz for this week. I hope you all enjoyed it. Yep. As I've mentioned before, if you've got any rounds you'd like to see, message them to the Facebook page if you can. The link for the Facebook page is in the video description if you've not already found it. Yeah, it's easier if you do that than message me directly because I'm more likely to remember the message there. But seeing some awesome scores. So thank you guys. Yes, I hope you all enjoyed it and see you all next week. Stay safe and happy, everyone. See you later.